FA head of refereeing Willie Collum admitted that should have been awarded a penalty in the game. Released a statement today following that news, which says that the decision contradicts any duty of care from the FA towards their match officials. Sky Sports News have contacted the SFA for comment. You can get more on this story over on our website.
Now, we'll talk on this show about a lot of situations that sit in the grey zone where there's a mix of considerations. I think this is one of those. I know other people think it's clearly red. I don't agree. I think there's a mix of considerations. I think, firstly, you have to think about what those considerations are. What is the point of contact is an important one. And I know that when we look at this, we see that the point of contact is on the knee. But we also have to factor in speed, force and intensity. You'll not see many red cards in the Premier League for serious foul play that don't involve those things. Now, we evaluate those things through a full speed view of the incident. And without looking at it at full speed, you get kind of a distorted view. You don't get a true picture of how much force and speed there was in the challenge. Then we have to slow it down, of course, to see the point of contact. So different ways of looking at the video for different considerations, but we have to consider the full mix of them when deciding to come to a final outcome.
Well, let's have a look at it then.
The knee comes off pretty quickly, and we can see on slow-mo that it does touch that knee. But at full speed, when you play it in real time, you can see there's not a great deal of speed in the action, not a lot of intensity. That touch on the ball that you're referencing, Michael, doesn't negate the possible award of a penalty. We've seen other examples of where the ball might touch a player, touch a defender. There's still heavy contact on the follow-through, and it's a penalty.
Second time he actually wins the ball. Adam Smith lands on top of him. Mike, I don't know what you think, but it's not a second. But they can't go to it now.
Yeah, VAR can't look at it, but I mean, he's played the ball in. Smith's landed on top of Bolly's ankle rather than the other way around, gone over holding his ankle if it's a really bad challenge. But for me, he's very unlucky, Bolly. It's not a second yellow card.
Just explain again, Mike, why VAR
you can't get involved in cautionable offences. It's got to be straight red. So, second cautionable offence.
Should that rule be changed?
I'd like to think it will be changed.
That will be the year. I think it's this year or never. Because they're playing really well, they're scoring goals. And when you're looking at the teams like City, Liverpool, who are struggling, I think everything is there for Arsenal to go to until the end and to win the title. There is no reason why they will not believe that they can do it.
The Premier League has once again found itself at the centre of heated debate following a controversial VAR decision during the high-profile encounter between Manchester United and Arsenal. What was expected to be a thrilling contest between two historic rivals instead turned into a flashpoint for discussions about refereeing standards, consistency, and the role of technology in modern football. The incident in question occurred during a pivotal moment of the match, when a challenge inside the penalty area was reviewed by VAR. Despite widespread expectations that the on-field decision would be overturned, the officials opted to stick with the original call. The outcome left Manchester United players visibly frustrated and Arsenal supporters divided, while fans across social media erupted in anger and disbelief. Critics argue that the decision highlighted ongoing problems with VAR implementation rather than the technology itself. Former players and pundits were quick to question why similar incidents have produced different outcomes in other matches, pointing to a lack of consistency that continues to undermine trust in officiating. Many also raised concerns about transparency, calling on Pgmol to provide clearer explanations for key decisions that impact results. For Manchester United, the controversy added to a sense of injustice in a match where fine margins played a decisive role. Supporters believe the decision altered the flow of the game and potentially the final result, intensifying feelings that VAR is failing to deliver the fairness it was introduced to ensure. Arsenal, on the other hand, found themselves once again caught in the middle of a wider debate. While some fans defended the ruling as technically correct under current interpretations of the laws, others admitted that similar calls going against their team in the past made the situation uncomfortable. This latest incident has reignited calls for reform, with suggestions ranging from improved communication between referees and supporters, to post-match explanations and even independent reviews of major decisions. As the Premier League continues to market itself as the most competitive and watched league in the world, maintaining credibility in officiating remains crucial. VAR was designed to eliminate clear and obvious errors, but moments like this continue to raise the question, is it achieving its purpose, or simply shifting controversy from the pitch to the replay screen? Until consistency and transparency improve, debates like this are likely to remain a regular feature of Premier League football.